I still haven't seen my grandkids, and that's it a vow. I want to see my grandkids, and I think the king would like to see his grandkids as well.
Meghan Markle's father, Thomas Markle, is making another effort to see his grandchildren. On September 18th, the 79-year-old retired lighting director spoke out in a live interview with Good Morning Britain to try and get his daughter and her husband, Prince Harry, to acknowledge him so he can meet his two grandchildren, Archie and Lilibet.
I guess, heartbroken. I'm very upset about it as well, because this is a cruel thing to do to a grandparent. Not to just me, to the King of England as well. Denied the right to see a grandchildren. You have to forgive my voice, but I'm trying to say it the best way I can.
Thomas continued on telling hosts Susanna Reid and Richard Madley that under California law, he could sue for rights to see them.
Put the past behind us and allow me to see my grandkids. In California, I can actually sue to see them, but I don't want to do that. And the other thing is, I've done nothing wrong. There's nothing that points to me says I'm a bad guy. As a matter of fact, I'm a really loving father, and she knows that. And there's no excuse for her to treat me this way. No excuse to treat the king that way as well. It's really ridiculous. No excuse to treat grandparents that way.
The Duchess of Sussex's dad also opened up about their former relationship when she lived with him in middle school and high school, and how she's not the same daughter he knew then.
Meghan lived with me from the 6th grade to high school, and I never saw anything like that with her. And well, also college, we get along fine then too as well. I never saw the kind of woman she turned into. I'm shocked to this date to tell you that, because she's not the person I knew as my daughter.
Meghan's relationship with her father became strained in 2018, shortly before her wedding to Prince Harry, and has only continued to get worse over the years, even after Thomas suffered a stroke last year. Despite the former Suits actress's harsh treatment to her dad, Thomas revealed in his public message that he will always love her.
Well, I've always been here for her. I still love her. I love her forever. I never changed that feeling. But I want her to reach out to me and let me see my grandkids, and let me have a little peace. And it's been 5 years. Guys go for things in prison for 5 years and then they're forgiven. I didn't do anything. So forget me, I guess. But
when asked by the British talk show host if he believed that Prince Harry had an effect on her behavior, Thomas insisted that it was the other way around, also saying it's unfair what is also happening to King Charles.
Do you blame Harry for that?
I don't know. I don't know. I blame her or Harry. I think she had influence on Harry more than he does on her. So I blame Harry.
So do you feel that there's no room for you to seek forgiveness from your daughter or apologise to your daughter? Do you feel you've got anything to say sorry for?
Well, I have been always apologizing for anything I might have done. I don't recognize anything I've done wrong. So I'm sorry if I have, but I can't find out anything. And the other side of the coin is that King Charles has done nothing wrong too, and he's denied the kids as well as I am. Every time I see King Charles, I realize he and I share the same grandkids. That's not fair.
Beside Meghan's sour relationship with her father, her husband also has a strained relationship with his father and the rest of the royal family ever since the couple stepped down as senior working royals in 2020. Harry also shared private details about each member of his relatives in his memoir, Spare, which was released earlier this year. Access Hollywood recently chatted with DailyMail.com's Charlie Langston, and she shared how his relationship with the monarchy has changed in recent years.
And do you think there's any chance Prince Harry could go to the UK to commemorate the anniversary of her passing?
Honestly, I don't believe that Harry will. I think that he will choose to honor the Queen privately and behind closed doors. I think Harry is very much aware at this point that whenever he attends any form of royal event back in London, it doesn't really do him much good. Now, we do understand that Charles and Harry are broaching the idea of having peace talks in an attempt to kind of, repair the rift that has been going on for so long now. But I think until some kind of resolution is reached, it doesn't make sense for Harry to be there at these big royal events, particularly not ones that honor the Queen, because Harry's mere presence takes attention and focus away from what that event is really supposed to be about, which is honoring the Queen's memory and her legacy. I absolutely think the Queen would want a reconciliation between Harry and the rest of his family. I think she would be heartbroken that this rift has gone on for so long. However, I also think that the Queen would want to have words with Harry and say, we want you back in the family fold, but you can't keep behaving this way. You can't keep treating your family this way. So steps have to be taken on both sides. And it's reached the stage now where both sides have so much hurt and so much pain that I don't really know if they can ever make their way back to where they once were. But the Queen would certainly want everyone to try. And I think that's a large part of why King Charles is even considering having these peace talks with his son.